Okay, a desk that helps your back, that helps your storage, that helps you do your work and does what you want it to? Well, indeed it is. One of our most popular customer pick items. It is our storage and organization, and it's our first ever Today's Special from them. Okay, no assembly, that's where they had me. No special tools required, that's where they had me again. This beautiful small profile, Matt Davis coming out here, you'll see the disembodied of the artist formerly known as Matt Davis to assist me in this. This becomes this, becomes this, becomes this. You're like a transformer with glasses.
With glasses. I love it. They brought me in for the easy stuff.
See,
they brought me in for the easy one.
No, did you see what
up.
Matt just did? There was no honeydew, there was no adult language, there was no screwdriver, there was no drill, nothing required. And you were able to take, because this is from the same family as our origami that we love here at HSN.
Absolutely.
You know them for their quality, and this is a whole new platform, I guess pun intended,
yes,
that our crafters were the first ones to kind of key in on this hot new category of furniture and
yes,
desks. And what's brilliant about this is it's a desk when you want it to be a desk. It's a folding kitchen island. It's a portable bar. It's a printing station. It's a great desk. It becomes what you want it to be when you need it to be at the height that you want it. All for the first time for $27.99 on FlexPay.
Completely assembled, comes right from the box, right to your front door. You don't have to go to the store and then rent a truck to bring the desk, or get one of those desks with a million different pieces. It takes you 2 days to put it together. And then once you put it together, you say, you know, this is a little too low. It's not quite the right height for me. You know, I'm a little bit taller, or I'm a little bit shorter. Well, this is the desk that rises to meet you. This is the desk that fits your body. No hunching over, no slumping. Once you put this together, and literally it takes seconds, look at that. You can adjust the height to match the countertop in the kitchen. You can adjust the height to match exactly where you want it in the office of your home. If you wanted just a little bit of extra space, you want a little bit of extra storage, this is a great solution for you. And again, this is from StoreSmith. We call it the Up to You telescoping desk because, Shannon, even though it's more than just a desk, we say up to you because it'll fit your body. It will, which is big. And for me, I know it sounds crazy to talk about the health benefits, at least I'm speaking from experience. I mean, Andrew Lessman, who I love working with, I can tell you for a fact, he uses a telescoping desk. Yes, absolutely. Because if you Google or if you check what the hottest, Fortune 500 companies are doing, the hot new trend in the category is to whistle while you work and to be able to move while you work. So there are a whole multitude of benefits that go along with not being anchored to just a seated position. The hardest thing that you're gonna have to do though is to pick your color of choice. This was on earlier in the Monday night show and was wildly popular. This is our platinum gray. And remember, powder coated steel, beautiful wood, so it is real furniture. Don't let the fact that you need no tools or no assembly fool you into thinking it's too easy. It's too easy. Too easy, exactly. Of course, our black on black is always one of the most popular. If you're looking for something that is the easiest fit in any interior design, that's probably it. Now, I just want to differentiate a couple of different things. This is our white. Now, the white is almost like a 500 only. Oh, wow. Is almost like a beautiful whitewashed blonde wood in a way. And then, of course, it has a white frame. We have the white walnut. So it's a walnut furniture base top with a white border or a white powder coated steel frame. Then of course, we've got our walnut with the bronze. That's our vintage bronze. If you're familiar with, of course, the origami category, that's actually my favorite because I have a lot of cherry woods in my home. I have a lot of dark woods in my home. That's our walnut with our vintage bronze. This is kind of fun. We all know I'm wearing sassy pink jeans. It's all about popping
with color.
Yeah.
And you can do that with your furniture. This is our walnut with the turquoise, and it matches back to any of the turquoise that you've done in origami. Our walnut with our purple, our walnut with our cobalt, and it's a real cobalt, and you know how much I love red. There's our walnut with our red. And if you are shopping for this, of course, hold at the end of the call. We'd love to meet and greet you. If you've ever seen me on the air with Roger Teeter, you know I have back issues, and you know, we all see and think, oh, I'm gonna take a load off my feet. Sometimes it's nice to be able to elevate that experience for a lot of reasons.
Yes.
But more importantly, this, when I keep saying it's like the little transformer of desks, it becomes what you want it to be. And it's almost a little
Look at this.
discouraging to call it just a desk, because it can be
so much more.
It's so much more.
It really is. I mean, look at what first of all, I love sitting and doing anything. I'm a big sitter. But I'll tell you what, when you're sitting and you're working, maybe you're on the computer, or maybe you're working on scrapbooking, or you're working on whatever it is, and your body starts to talk to you and it says, guess what? Time to get up and get moving around. Well, here's what you can do. You can still be productive, but when you stand up, the desk stands up with you.
Right.
This is the beauty of it. There's two little latches on each side. All you do is you lift it up to the height that you wish.
And you can lock it.
There are 8 different settings, so it's going to go from 32 inches up to 49 inches, so you can bring the work right to you. Ergonomically, it is supposed to be at the bottom of your elbow is about the work height that you're on, okay?
Oh, gotcha.
So, you know, I was in an office, my future son-in-law, at least I got my fingers crossed. He works at that place with the big G where you go searching for everything in New York, and I got a tour, and guess what? Every single programmer has a stand desk, because when they want them to program, they want them to be comfortable, to be ergonomically correct, so your back's not hurting, your neck's not, you're not straining. And it even goes higher than that, because it goes up to 49 inches. So let's say you're a crafter, or you're a model builder, or something like that. It locks into place, so it's not gonna slowly creep down. You know, so I read that some of those that have the pistons on them, there's some you can spend, I won't talk about price.
A lot more than $139.
You do your research, go online, look up stand desks, and you'll see. But those with the pistons, they tend to leak a little bit, and they slowly find yourself, you know, but this locks into place, so it's right there. 32 inches wide. 36 inches wide, 3 feet wide by 20 inches deep. 3 feet by 20 inches deep, so you got a nice big workspace. You do. But like you say, for the holidays.
For the holidays, and see, that's just it. It's a wrapping station.
So many more things.
It's a utility bar. You can take it out by the grill. Just to harken back to the hottest growing category, Matt's right. I mean, if you do a search on kind of those standing or telescoping desks, they're a small fortune, and they're usually a very small footprint. I need a larger workspace than that. So for $27.99, it's the desk that transforms, or it's the desk that becomes what you need it and want it to be. It's the first and only time that we're doing it as a today's special. Remember, if you want that white, that one that has kind of a blonde wood with the white frame, we have fewer than 500. There is an unconditional 30-day money-back guarantee. And again, not making, you know, any claims, as much as I will tell you, it's more uncomfortable for me with back issues to sit than it is to stand.
Absolutely.
However, there are some tasks that I do before I come to work, if I'm writing on something as an example, where it's more convenient to be seated. I've actually investigated and thought about getting one of those standing desks for myself, but the truth is, I need it to be both. And most of the things that I've personally seen, they're one or the other. And the great thing about this is, it could be a medium length if you're using it as a utility cart. It could be at that perfect, you know, comfortable height if you're trying to be a little more comfortable when you're working. It can be seated when you want to take a load off, or if you are wheelchair assisted, whether it's folding the laundry or scrapbooking or quilting or just using this out in front of the grill. There are a million different ways to put this to use.
I love it. Think about my friend, this is a shout out to my friend Debbie, who I've known for almost 20 years here at HSN with the flip fold. But if you're working on laundry, you're working on a repetitive task, like you said, Shannon, if you're somebody and you're forced to sit because it's the only workspace that you have, then it becomes uncomfortable. Or if it's too low and you're bending over and you're reaching over, it's not ergonomically correct for your body. I mean, do the research. You guys go online, you know about these stand desks. We talk about They originally talked about them for health and for fitness because you burn more calories standing. Now, you want to be comfortable, so you decide. Do you want to just stand for 10, 15 minutes a day? See, you know, get used to it yourself. But again, look, you've got the 2 extra levels down here as well. So if you're doing laundry or whatever, and the other great thing about this, it wheels around. It follows you from room to room.
Which I should point out, I talked to Matt about this before the show. I'm someone, I probably won't use it with the wheels. So
you can use it with or without.
You can choose it to use it with or without the wheels. And again, not making any claims here. I'm just talking from a comfort standpoint. I know for me, I'm more comfortable standing when I work on a desk. And I really was. I was investigating for me, my own personal research and doing one of these stand desks. And ordinarily, they are very expensive, and they're just they're not as easy to assemble. They don't have the versatility. They don't have this kind of versatility. So think of it as making yourself more productive. Think about making yourself more comfortable. Think about getting that extra space when and where you need it. And I'll have Matt collapse this again just because I'm impressed with the small footprint, because I don't have a lot of extra room in my house. I even think of the dormitory, and boy, that's like ancient history. But I remember when I was trying to do work in my dormitory, they had those really small, little uncomfortable lighted desk areas. And it was
you're all cramped
and you're all
in the
cramped
corner.
up. But even then, I used to sit on the bed in the room and kind of lean forward. And whether you're pulling this up to someone who's maybe going through a surgery or is working from a seated or from a bed stand position, you have the ability to do that. And remember, this is a much wider platform in terms of workspace than a lot of those other stand desks, even when you don't use it in the standing position.
Look at all that we have on here. We have our supplies for I'm calling out to you crafting ladies out there.
Hello, crafters.
I love my crafting ladies, and you know that this has been on once before at crafting, and we had a huge response because people realized that this is a great place for doing the scrapbooking, for doing the photography, for doing beading, whatever you want to do. But when it's time to move around a little bit, this desk rises with you. Now, I know you're thinking, well, wait, there's a bunch of things on here. You don't have to worry about it. These are spring-loaded. So all you do is you clip in both sides and you lift, and you find that happy spot. You find that happy height for you. And for me, I'm about 5'9". Used to be 5'10", now I'm 5'9", and this is about the right size for me. So no matter what you're working on, if you need it a little bit higher, you can lift it higher so you can do that close work. If you're doing model building, if you're doing puzzles, you're somebody that wants to have a craft table, now you've got one that is your dedicated space. This is great.
It is, so just pick a color. I will, exactly, it matches back to your origami.
I know, matchy.
Because it's from the same family and company. They're taking it to the next level of evolution. It's funny, when they added me to this today's special launch, I actually thought the hour was going to be a healthy living show.
Right.
And certainly later today, you'll see Brett with his healthy living show.
Absolutely.
But I know it sounds crazy to think of a desk in a healthy living show, and certainly not making any claims. Do a search on your own. I just know for me, the reasons that I wanted to get a stand-in desk. And I think there are a lot of reasons: space, not wanting to hassle with assembly, not wanting to hassle with some of the exorbitant prices that you see out there. For me, I have my own list of reasons that I want and I need a telescoping desk. But moreover, I need more than just a telescoping desk. I need a workstation. I need a great place to write my letters or read books or do my correspondence. I need a floating island in my kitchen, or maybe indoors, outdoors in the bar area for your outdoor graduations and barbecues. Matt, take us on if someone is not familiar with what origami does, just take us on show them and describe what you're doing in case they don't understand.
This is what we like to call the out-of-the-box experience. Imagine that you have a brown outside box that will take you a few minutes to get off because it's really packed well.
Yeah, it's harder to get out of the box
exactly.
to set
That's
up.
the hardest part.
It is.
Then you pop it open out of the box, and you're going to have it exactly like this minus the wheels. Now, the wheels are optional. You can put it on. We give you a tool. Literally takes 2 minutes to put the wheels on. If you want to put the wheels on, totally up to you. Now, here's what you've got: 7.5 inches wide, about 32 inches tall.
That's a very
Here's
small
what
footprint.
you do. This is literally what you do.
Just simply open it up.
You pop it open. There's one latch. This is that famous origami clasp that we brought over to StoreSmith because it's so well designed. You press this down, and now this will support over 40 pounds.
Nice.
Now, I know it'll support a lot more, but we say 40 pounds just to be safe. This This is powder coated steel.
Right.
Now watch, here's what you don't have to do.
Here's
you didn't
the
have to get out,
magic.
this is where you don't have to get out the screws and say, wait a minute, does column A goes into slot B. You don't have to worry about any of that. The top is already attached.
Right.
I didn't have to attach that. Then there's one hole on the end here that you align, and I'm going to do that on live TV.
And that's furniture grade on the top, so
and
people shouldn't be fooled. That is, I know the price is such that you might not think it's furniture grade, but it really is.
It really is.
And remember once more, if someone is either wheelchair assisted or bedside assisted, maybe going through some rehab and recovery from a surgery, this can as easily wheel up to a bedside as it can be for someone like me, who is just physically more comfortable for a lot of reasons. There, you know, everybody's got their own little crusade, but I'm just physically more comfortable in a standing position. So I am going to take you on a tour of the colors again, and we would love it if you could hang at the end of the phone call and stop by and say hi. And yes, we call it a desk, but it's much, much more than a desk. It's a workstation, it's a print station, it's for your scrapbooking, it's for your quilting, it's for your cooking needs, it's for your outdoor grill, for your bar, for the dormitory. Anybody and everybody, just like all of our items under the origami family, will find a use for this. Really, the hardest thing you're gonna have to do is to pick your color of choice. The platinum gray has been, the gray has been one of the most popular. It's a beautiful kind of, almost like a smoky platinum gray, and then you can see that powder coated steel, that wonderful soft brushed finish. Black is obviously a safe way to go. It's a nice deep ebony black. So remember, I don't care if it's your desktop, your all-in-one PC, your laptop, your cooking station, black. Our white is what we're calling it in the system, but it's really almost like a soft, almost like a blonde wood with a nice whitewash design with that powder coated steel white frame. Very Scandinavian in design. If you go to some of the Italian furniture stores, very sleek.
Does not come with meatballs.
It's true, very sleek. Rick, I think you said the final 400 there. So final 400 on that white. And the only confusion that we had earlier when we launched this is white. This is, now we move to the walnut collection.
The walnut collection.
The walnut collection.
By Shannon Smith.
So, it's true. So it has a walnut furniture grade top with a white powder coated steel frame. So that's our walnut with the white. Then we have our walnut with, this is the one I want with the vintage bronze, because all of my origami, I have vintage bronze at home because I've got cherry woods, dark woods in my home. That's our walnut with the vintage bronze. Then we know fashion is all about those pops of color. This is our walnut with our turquoise, our walnut top with the Pantone of the season, that beautiful purple. Our walnut, again, wood furniture grade top, no assembly required, powder coated steel frame in the cobalt. And then the walnut with that crisp crimson bright red. And hundreds of you calling. And I know I need this for a lot of different reasons, and I'm not making it, you know, just do a little search. If I think you've all kind of heard my comfort challenges that I've been running into recently. And I know I've talked to Roger Teeter about this. I've talked to Andrew Lesson about this. They both love telescoping desks. I'll just tell you that.
Yeah, for a number of reasons.
Right, and they're guys, they know about being comfortable, they know about good health. And again, no claims, but I know for me, I'm more comfortable standing. And if you do a little search, maybe even watch late night TV, and the big companies in America, the fastest growing companies in America are really schooling their employees and using these standing desks. Or conversely, if you're wheelchair assisted, if you're recovering from a surgery and you're not physically able to get to a desk, but we all have things to do, whether it's just even paying bills, can easily roll up to a sofa, to a side table, to a bed if it's somebody who's recovering. And once more, Matt, no tools, no assembly required.
I can't say that enough. Here's what you're getting right in the box, minus the wheels. Wheels are optional. Here's what you're doing. You're popping this open. And people that get get this type of furniture without this magic clasp on it, you're getting something that may or may not last. You know, all that wood, you know, I've had so many desks in the past, Shannon, that it seems like you leave one drink on there, one little water ring, and now your wood is bubbling up and it's falling apart. Yeah. This is gonna last and last and last.
It will. Hey, Matt, I know we've only got a couple minutes left in the show.
Holy cow.
Have a special friend who actually ordered the Today's Special. Debbie Barker, who we all know and love. All right, Debbie, were your ears burning when you saw the flip and fold out here?
Well, I want to tell you, I am the biggest origami fan. I have 20 of the original origami shelves that we use in our flip fold warehouse. But today, I am so excited. I bought this desk for my son-in-law, and let me tell you why. He's a radiologist, and he reads scans and x-rays all day, and he has to sit. Well, I mean, he is starting to develop some back problems, and I went and looked into those other expensive, and let me tell you, big money stand-up desks, and I was going to buy him one. And when I saw that Origami came out with one, and especially the one with this quality and with the Origami reputation, I bought him one, and I think I'm going to have to go back and buy my husband one as well, because this is the best. Yeah. The best way to, you know, stay healthy, but more importantly, for him to stay alert. I mean, he is a doctor. He has to read these scans. You know, when you sit down, you get drowsy, but when you're on your feet, you're alert, and you can really pay attention to what you're doing, and you're getting that great origami quality. They are the best.
So well said, Debbie. We love you, and you know, honestly, we're going to use your name shamelessly all day long.
Absolutely, Debbie. Debbie and I go back almost 20 years, right, Debbie?
Matt, you're aging me. Stop it.
Well, you started as a teen.
Exactly.
And her husband is very tall.
Debbie,
how tall is your husband?
My husband is 6'3".
Oh, wow.
6'3".
He stands up all the time because, you know, when he's on the computer, when he's in the office, because sitting down is really bad for you.
This is his setting. And not for me. I have to get on my tiptoes for this one.
Exactly.
Thank you, Debbie.
Thank you, Debbie. We love you. But you see, that's just it. And you know, again, do your own research, do your own little search.
Absolutely, sure.
Chances are, if you watch the news shows, you've probably heard about this standing
it's all the rage.
Desk concept. It really is kind of all the rage. And for me, I'm just talking comfort, but Debbie's right. Even her son-in-law, if you are at a job where A, you need to be alert, which obviously a radiologist does.
Yes, please.
But B, if you're trying to sit and read charts or do paperwork all day long, your attention span is limited, but certainly it's uncomfortable. And you probably already know that. If you're sitting in traffic for an hour, if you're sitting behind we all know it's like,
normal aches and pains, we all have them.
Right.
This is the desk that rises and fits you. This is called the Up to You telescoping desk. Now, think about this. I love that in the kitchen. The side tables, you can adjust it right to the side. My wife said, how great with a heavy roast you're trying to take out of the oven or off the countertop. This is perfect for mise en place. This is perfect for kitchens. Yeah. This is perfect out by the grill. Think all the different uses you can use this for. Right. This is not just a desk. I love that for putting on makeup.
Me too.
My wife would love something like that.
Yeah, I know. And for me, I already know I'm getting mine. Now, I'm going to get the walnut with that vintage bronze. If you want the white, that's the one with kind of the washed white finish and the white frame. When you see Matt next hour, that is probably going to be the last chance. So we have fewer than 400 there. Debbie, thank you so much for that phone call. And if you do a little search, do your own research. I'm not going to put words in Matt or my, you know, or anybody's mouth. Do a little search on those stand-up desks. See, A, how much they cost. B, maybe some of the comfort benefits.
And some of them, you have to have an existing desk.
You do.
They're just like add-ons. Right. This is the entire desk.
It's self-supporting, because I don't have a desk in my home, so those other things weren't options. Yep. You are coming back next hour?
I will.
Please do.
I will. You can't stop me.
All right. So don't hang up. We still have all of the colors available. I'm excited for you. I really am. I was thrilled that we added this to our category.
I love it.
I'm very excited about this. So we've got much more in our storage and organization. We have sold over 3,500 of these. This is actually our portable LED light. Now, whether you're an avid reader like I am, or your eyes aren't so great, also like me, and you're need a little task lighting, whether it's reading that cookbook or just some of the detail on an instruction manual, whatever it might be, check with your service representative for details on your color of choice. We have it at a price break of $19.95, less than $10 to get it at home. And our hot item is also, they're all listed at hsn.com. We're talking about the origami quality, and one of them is our kitchen cart. And this is on sale for $99.95. As I often say with any origami item, it's not fair to call it one thing or another because it does a whole lot more than that. I actually use this in my powder bath. So yes, you can use it in your kitchen, you can use it in your powder bath, you can use it as a portable vanity. Lots of different ways to put this to use. Free shipping and less than $20 on your credit card. Storage and organization, solving all of your home problems with none of the assembly and headaches as we continue here at HSN.
Don't miss a thing with our HSN app, available on Apple and Android devices. Get $10 off your first in-app purchase with code WELCOME10. Opt in to push notifications for early access to exclusive app-only deals. Shop faster than ever with exclusive new product videos, only on the iPhone. Watch HSN Live anytime, any place. And the new shop and search features make finding your favorites easier than ever. Search app on hsn.com to download.
There's no better love
than customer love.
Our customers make us
head over heels happy.
How do we love you?
Let us count the ways.
At HSN, our customers are a very big deal, so we filled the month with special savings, deals, exclusive offers for HSN cardholders, and even a few surprises. It's just our way of saying
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Because the very best thing about us
Is you.
Well, it's our store, and I'm just so excited about everything. That doggone desk has got me all fired up. This is our storage and organizational event, and I know a lot of you are still calling on your today's special. Just a quick programming note, I will have electronics next hour, and I have the only chance to get the brand new Rosetta Stone. So if this is your year to lose weight or learn a language, Bill Duggan's gonna be coming up next hour. In the meantime, if this is your year, and I realize we're 4 months into the year, so maybe your New Year's resolution already fell by the wayside, but maybe it was to improve your home, improve how your home looks. Yes, not only get it organized, but really display those pictures, those photos, organize your table linens, any of the things that we need to store, organize in our home, we can make it look pretty too. And when I think pretty, I think Tracy Rosa.
I'll come into that intro any day, my friend.
Tracy, you know and recognize she brings such awesome home improvement products to us here at HSN. And when we were chatting earlier, of course, we appreciate no assembly, no screwdriver, none of the craziness that goes along with the honeydew projects. But this is actually, I think, one of the prettiest origami items that we offer. Would you agree?
I agree, I agree. So this is, you know, made of wood and steel.
Yeah.
And that's what we're seeing in all these really high-end magazines, you know, the mixing of the textures and all the stuff. You're getting a 4-tier shelving system with zero assembly.
With zero assembly.
Yeah, so let me just go ahead and show you. This is how it's gonna come to your house. Flat pack like this.
Yeah.
I mean, there you go. Okay, and so how do you assemble it? You open it.
Yeah,
you open it.
She's not kidding.
No, and gravity does the work for you. So these are already attached.
Yeah.
You just bring these down nice and easy like this, and within a matter of seconds, I haven't had to level this off.
Nope.
I didn't have to take a screwdriver. I didn't have to take metal screws, put it into a metal frame. I'm getting that beautiful, check this out, that state-of-the-art cascading design right
Isn't that
there.
nice?
Love, love, love. So the smaller shelf is up top, and as you move down, it gets a little wider, and a little wider. So you may be wondering about the footprint on this.
Yeah.
Well, let's go to the base of it right here, because this is what you really just need to worry about.
Sure.
It's 18 inches by 18 inches. So if you have that perfect little square somewhere in your home, whether it's your craft room, your living room, your kitchen, your bath, wherever it may be, now you have enough room to have this beautiful decorative system. Again, we've got crisscross in the back. That serves 2 points. Looks great.
It does look great. I was going to say,
rich and looks
it's
really
decorative
cool.
in addition to other things.
But I'm sure some really, high-paying engineers at origami have something other to say than it's pretty. This is what makes it so sturdy.
It does.
Each shelf will hold 30 pounds worth of weight.
But not only is it's one of the prettiest origamis that we have, I think we all have those small little niche spaces that could use a little something, something. Like, well, as an example, Rick, that was like almost on cue. So even in the smallest of bedrooms, master bedroom, guest bedroom, dormitory, there's always that little itty bitty space where you could use more than just an end table because that's kind of clunky. As an example, I should switch out the end table I have right now because it's virtually useless. There's that one level shelf and it's so overcrowded and cluttered. It's not pretty in the least. But the other thing about this is it really does support weight. So whether it's plants or books or your printer, you're using it for your stuffed toys or animals or scrapbooking items, whatever it might be, it looks really pretty. Even those difficult areas, when I talk about my powder bath, it's not very big, but you've got stuff. And this is the perfect little platform, whether you want to use part of it for decorative and then part of it to put the extra toilet paper.
And I loved how we showed that video of having it at your nightstand.
Yeah.
'Cause how much stuff do you put at your nightstand? You've got water, you got your
I've got the chargers for the phone now,
maybe
the
a book, a
alarm
magazine, your
clock,
tablet, you've
my
got
books,
light.
because I like to read.
Right, so now you have a leveled system, which I love. So let's go through colors, because we very rarely have that.
Let's do it. In fact, guys, is it easier to start over here? I'll follow your lead. I mean, is it?
Sure.
Okay, so we'll start over here. Oh, now this matches back to the today's special.
I was just gonna say that. So a lot of these are gonna match back to that, which I love because I'm kind of a matchy-matchy girl. It's like that.
It's true, we all are.
Look at how rich this looks, Shin. I mean, gray is the color of the season.
It really is.
A lot of places are showing that beautiful gray. It's kind of like a whitewash gray.
It is. Are we calling this gray like the today's special, or just gray?
I think you're just calling it gray. Maybe gray and platinum,
but just FYI, it will match back to that gray, or the gray today's special.
Absolutely.
So just kind of FYI.
And then remember, this is all that powder-coated steel as well. So steel and wood. I mean, the two best, this is what you want your furniture to be made of.
It is, okay.
So then here you have the white on white here.
Oh, that also matches back to the today's special.
It does.
So that's your white. So now remember, that's the color that we expect to sell out in our next day's special presentation. Same thing here with our decorative rack or shelving system. 200 only in that beautiful white.
Right.
Okay.
Now this is that turquoise that you saw in the Today Special, but this is a light white, not white oak, but a light oak, a little honey oak.
It still works, yeah.
Yeah, it works very well,
because
you got that beautiful base here of that powder coated steel. I think this looks this is a lot of fun, in like a craft room, kids room.
For sure.
I love that pop of color, even a laundry room.
So nice.
And then right next here, we've got the walnut in white, which
is
matches
also,
back.
I was going to say, which also works back to the Today's Special.
So I don't know if you, I'll move these out of the way.
Actually, you know what, guys? I am so sorry to ask. Is there possible, do we even have, like, say, any one of these colors in a Today's Special we could just wheel in here? I'll just put that out there for my crew.
Perfect.
It'd be awesome if we could. If we can't, we can't. Just so that you can see, if you're building a whole room, which is generally what I do with my origami, it's perfect. Now, do we have my vintage bronze down there too?
Yes, ma'am, you do.
Oh, you know what? I need to do that.
Look at how gorgeous that one is.
Yeah.
And remember, our vintage bronze is a very, very rich looking bronze. It's not flat. There's a lot of depth to it. There's little specks of gold in there. So I know if you have a lot of wood tones in your house, this is going to match it. But this is what we're talking about, substantial weight capacity. Each one is gonna hold 30 pounds worth of weight, each shelf. So look at your full-size printer, fits perfectly fine right here.
Yep.
You can have your laptop right here. You can have it as a charging station. You can have it, it's absolutely beautiful. And with the different depths of the shelves, you can get that depth look, like even right here on the gardening one.
Which makes a home look bigger.
It does.
It really does. So it's so funny, all of those little tiny space shows.
Right.
I always am marveling at how they were able to work with those smaller spaces. It's not easy.
No.
Oh, thank you guys. I just want to show you how this can work back to your Today's Special. So if you are trying to get through on our Best Buy of the Day, it is still available. Thank you. I'm just going to scoot this out of the way real quick so we can just show how you can build a whole room. We're just scratching the surface in terms of what you can do. I should point out, we have only a couple hundred in each available color. There are only 2,000 for the entire day, just to kind of get your creative juices flowing. If you want to build a room like I generally do with my origami. But can you see, thank you, Mark. Hopefully they can see maybe from the corner of our today's special to the corner. Oh, perfect. Thank you. That is awesome. So this is the walnut with white today's special, and this is the walnut with white decorative shelving.
Absolutely. You can see that it matches perfectly. And then it's, you know, you've got that fresh, clean look of the white. You've got the real rich wood tones right there. And then now you have a complete system. You have, this is an office.
You know what I would do? Because I was going to suggest buying this in sets anyway, because I'm picturing this on either side of in a bedroom as an example, or even if you're building kind of that bookcase kind of look. Then you put this in the center. You've got a whole home office, but this could still collapse, and then you've got that usable space if you need it to. Thank you so much, guys. I wanted everybody to kind of see that. And remember, there is an encore look of the today's special coming up at 1 o'clock, but I just wanted to kind of build the whole experience for you. You can use that today's special with or without wheels. Thank you for making that happen. And since we've only got about 3 minutes left in the presentation, can we remind them how easy it is?
We can, because this is my favorite part about this. The fact that I don't need any tools, no instructions. I don't need a honey to do anything. You know, this is all me. And like you said, it literally comes to you flat packed like this.
Yeah,
okay?
Small footprint.
Yeah, so you take it out of the box, and what do you do here? You just open it. And like I said, gravity does the work for you.
Nice.
That base falls into place here. And then all you do is, you know, lightly bring these down.
Yeah.
And then you've got a shelving system. And listen, I know you've seen these. I know you've seen these in the stores.
Yes.
But usually what happens is you go and you get the box.
You do.
And you lift the box up. And then you listen.
Oh, you're right.
You can hear all the nuts and bolts, all the screws, and then you hear the different planks maybe banging up against each other. And then what do? Well, if you're me, you put it in the corner.
You're right. It's funny, I bought a closet organizer the other day, and I shook the box. I'm actually gonna send it back. I didn't even bother to open up the seal, because I heard that clatter, clatter, clatter. I'm like, uh-oh, that just even sounds like a hot mess to me, right? This, you open it up and let gravity assemble it for you.
Because listen, I always say this, organization doesn't have to be ugly.
No.
You know, and you just need the right tools. You do. But you don't need any tools with this. That's the best thing. And this is that, like I said, it's that perfect design. It's that wood with that wonderful steel right here on the back. So you've got that powder coated steel. You've got the crisscross design. A lot of people buy two and will put one, like flank them. And then they'll have a beautiful, and they put beautiful plants on here, herbs on here. Great enough for your mixers, your kitchen appliances. Because like I said, these are strong, sturdy shelves, but Origami's done all of the work. They've leveled them out. They've screwed them in. They've made sure that they are perfectly assembled.
Exactly.
So we're not spending a Saturday, Sunday, any free time putting it together.
And remember, it goes where you need it to go. Now, it's certainly not going to be moving this every single day, but maybe you are using it out on the patio for your potted plants one season, and then moving it into the guest bedroom when mom and dad are coming over to stay, because there's no bedstand table in there. So the brilliant thing is you can use it without any kind of hassle or degree of mechanical skills. It's also fantastic with graduation around the corner. If you do have somebody going off to college, you know how small and cramped those dormitories are, and yet they're spending a good portion of their time there, hopefully studying. You kind of want to make that it look like a home. Right. And this, even though it's a smaller footprint, I was going to say it looks like real furniture, because it is real furniture.
Yeah, and you know, the footprint, remember, all I want you to really focus on is the base of that, because that's where you need the most amount of space. And it's 18 by 18 inches, okay? So as you go up, you get a little bit more streamlined. I love the fact that if you're a renter and you are now able to take this with you to the next place, because, you know, when's the last time you put a particle board system together and broke it back down? Never. I want to do colors again, because like I said, it's very rare that we have the colors. Right now you're looking at the beautiful white on white there. Okay, so by Shannon, we have the wonderful gray with that kind of whitewashed gray wood on the sides. Then we've got right next to, and I love that for the bathroom. I mean, that's the color that so many people are showing this season.
That's the one, that's also the color in our today's special that is poised to sell out, and there are only 200 on that kind of white on white look if you want.
And I love it. It's a very clean, crisp look.
It is.
You've got that beautiful turquoise here with that light oak.
It's pretty.
I love the contrast of that. You've got the rich turquoise, and again, that beautiful oak right there. And then here we have the walnut with the white.
With the white.
Okay, which matches back to the
Which
Today
does.
Special. And then our bronze with our walnut,
Yeah.
you know?
That very popular. I'm just gonna wheel this in again, because thanks again to everybody for making that happen. If you are building your Today's Special room, if you will, I'll try to get it in the same shot. That was perfect before. Oh, that's awesome. So I would suggest, especially at the savings and the clearance price, getting 2 of these, and then you could
flank them on each side.
Yeah, you could. And remember, this is completely collapsible and telescoping as well. So just keep that in mind. We only have a couple hundred in each individual color though. So just hopefully that helps push you along to make your buying decision before your color sells out. So we would encourage you to do that. Tracy, thank you as always.
Thank you, my friend.
Always
it's
good to see you. Thank you. Hey, my friend Lori is going to be back next hour. And so you want the security and the clarity of a landline. But let's be honest, you're just using your cell phone. Do you know you can have the best of all worlds? This will, for lack of a better term, talk to your cell phone. So if you don't have a landline, you can still have that landline quality. This has that cell to link technology. Plus, you're getting 4 handsets, you're getting the base, you're getting the #1 name in telephones right now, and limited quantities with free shipping. And I gotta tell you, I don't mean to play favorites, but I am so excited about Rosetta Stone. This is the solution to what I need. Rick, I think we only have like 280 of these. I might have to order a couple while I'm on the air. So for the first time, and we actually were not supposed to have this until May, doesn't matter if it's a PC or if it doesn't matter if it's a Mac. This lives on your computer. So if you're someone like me, I use my tablet. I don't have a disk drive. And remember how we used to have our disk drive in order to learn or use our Rosetta Stone? Companies love it. This is how Fortune 500 companies who want their employees to learn a language, this is what they recommend. Well, now you can pick and choose. So we don't say, oh, you got to choose Spanish tonight, or you have to choose German tonight, or Italian tonight. You get this, and then you can choose. They can choose based on the curriculum that they're offered when they go to their freshman training, et cetera, et cetera. So once more, only airing 280 to go around. More of our storage and organization continues. Don't hang up on our decorative rack. We have Alexandra Baker coming up next.
My singular goal is to improve the quality of people's lives. Everything we do is intended to be unlike any other company of our kind. We just make exceptional vitamins so you could have exceptional health. It's not important that you get the products I'm offering, but it's very important that you get the information I'm sharing, because information is the key to being a healthy person.
Discover the newest way to create a style all your own. The HSN Style Edit, a curated look at the season's best, most original finds for every part of your life. We decode the trends, share tips and how-tos, and give you the inspiration you need to style it your way. It's the joy of the hunt and the thrill of the find. Your unique style is here. Discover it now, exclusively at hsn.com.
All right, it's storage, it's organization, and who says that it can't be pretty at the same time? So we've got lots of great things planned for you. An encore look at that Today's Special coming up at the top of the hour. Speaking of sparkly and pretty, Alexandra Baker is back. I love your bling.
That was cute, and I love how you look as well.
Thank you.
So pretty and pink.
We're also girly tonight.
Yeah, the pink theme is throughout, right?
Isn't it true? I think this is so cool because, first of all, I don't see so good. I'll start there.
I've got something to help.
Right, and we do, and it's so crazy. If Joy Mangano ever quits making her readers, I'll be in real trouble. Well, now you don't have to agonize, okay, where did I put them? You know, are they on my head? Are they in the cabinet? This is a way to organize and actually see what you're organizing at the same time.
You can see what you're organizing. I mean, isn't this nice? It's the redo on the glass jar and the lid.
Yes.
And one of my personal pet peeves when we talk about the glass jar and the lid is that sometimes those lids can become rusty.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
No, you're right. Yeah.
Right? And then we get concerned, you know, am I ingesting this? This is near the food. You are receiving a set of 6. You're receiving 3 of the 10-ounce jars. So here are the 10-ounce jars.
Right.
And then 3 of the 24-ounce jars.
Cool.
These are all glass.
Nice.
All glass.
I like
and
that.
you're receiving this lovely, stylish, right there
So
over
you get
your
the rack
counter
too.
or desk. You get the rack
so
as well.
So you can choose. It looks like we've got gray on this side. Gray. Are we calling this turquoise?
Turquoise, yes.
White.
And the white.
Or white.
Or white.
And $12.48. This is your only opportunity to grab it. 580-227. So whether we're talking about school supplies, you know, or the kibbles and bits. I mean, it runs the gamut. I'm with you, Alexandra. I mean, we have to store stuff, but sometimes it's not nice to look at, and it's not really functional. And this solves all of those problems for us.
It solves that problems because as you're seeing on your screen where you're working or maybe in a cabinet, you want to immediately see what is inside the jar. And I like the rack so that if you are putting this on your desk or you're working this on your beautiful new telescoping, or we're calling
desk,
it the telescoping desk.
Yep.
If you're using your new desk, now you have a nice smaller footprint, the fact that your jars and the items that you need at the ready are going to be there for you in a lovely, organized way. And one of the things that I love, you're not going to be searching for your readers. I'm always looking, especially for eye drops or any of my wedding drops. I can read the expiration dates and I don't have to look for my readers, or I can, you know, my husband is saying, how many tablets do I need to take in the morning? What does the jar say? Now you're going to be able to see very easily. Not one magnifying lens is coming with your set. You're receiving 6 of the magnifying lens. There is a magnifying lens on each of the jars.
That was really smart.
That is so smart. It's also very expensive to do.
I was gonna say.
So this is very generous to include all of those magnifying lenses, because if you just buy one, at least $10 to $15 just for one of those lenses.
For sure. And it's so funny because when I go to my crafting store, they sell like the magnifiers for all of your detail work. So remember, you could put, if you make jewelry as an example, if you're looking for embellishments, or if you're looking for a certain adhesive, if it's your beauty items, I mean, whatever the gamut might be. I know we've been talking a lot about kids going off to college because it is a small footprint. Trust me when I tell you, she's got everything from the pens and the notions and the potions and the cotton swabs and the nail polishes, and we need to keep them all at the ready. I really do. I think for teachers and scrapbookers in particular, this would be perfect. And I really personally like the idea of the glass jars for a lot of reasons. I actually, Andrew Lessman, who's coming up this weekend, I make his overnight oatmeal, thanks to Muriel, you know, almost every night. And you're right, I use those little mason jars. But I even worry about like the little seal. Now, of course, that's not something I'm throwing in the microwave. You're not gonna throw this in the microwave, you put it in the refrigerator. But if you could use this for a lot of different things, even outside of organization, and I'll leave it at that.
Outside of organization, items that you know, it seems like I always have flaxseed or chia seeds or turmeric powder, items like that that are on my counter. Items that I want to remind myself to incorporate into my food every day. That might be one use for you. I love the idea of taking this into the office. If I'm crafting and I'm looking how to repair something, but you know, the print on this is so small, it's nice to be able to use the lens that way, which is also very nice. And then you always have these loose items. So whether it's washi tape or my glitter, now I can simply, you know, open up the jar, which is so easy. I can see what colors I have, nice and roomy for all of that storage. And now I feel like I have the craft room of my dreams. I'll have my telescoping desk.
You've taken care of
I can place this right there on my desk. I never seem to, you know, it's the odds and ends. You know, these are like your chip clips. So now all of your chip clips have a place. You don't just want to throw those into the drawer. I'm always, you know, buying big packages of chewing gum, or even some of my favorite candies and treats that I want to be able to store. So whether it's items on your desk, it's the craft room, it's your medicinal items, or even your
Alexandra, this is great.
You see, you can see what's coming up next in the show.
Oh, this is nuts, because I already mentioned, I love my Joy Mangano readers, but I'm only at a 1 magnification. And I don't know what it is. Alexandra knows, I've been having some real back issues lately, so So if you are taking pain relievers and things of that ilk, my readers actually have not been strong enough to read the instruction panel, and even with my readers, but I'm not ready to go to a 1.5 or a 2.5 or a 3.5. I just need it for that one individual prescription label. And maybe you're in that same boat. Sometimes, even if you wear readers like I do, that fine print is a little too fine. So you can read all that fine print. You can do it clearly. Oh, my goodness. I might have to get this just for the magnifying lens.
Just for the magnifying lens.
I'm serious about that.
I personally don't want to put the magnifying lens in the dishwasher. What I like to do, I pop the lens you know, right out, and I throw everything else into the dishwasher. You don't need to obviously wash the rack. But that way, now it just pops right back in, and I'm in business. It's got that little seal right there. So it's nice, it's clean, it's elegant. You know,
it is.
Home with Alexandra or your home BFF, it's all about things being chic.
It's true.
Okay? It's about things being easy, chic, simple, and affordable. This looks good.
It does.
It's going to help you. It's a solution.
It is.
So it's multifunctional. You'll enjoy bringing this into your home.
Well, and listen, I realize retail values vary, but I do go to my craft store, and when I see the individual magnifying lens, you could easily anticipate paying that for a couple of the magnifiers, and then you get the whole set of organization and the rack as well. So $24.95, only opportunity to grab it today. 2 FlexPay only available now. Almost 1,000 of our telescoping desks gone. Wow. I am such a huge fan. I almost wish Andrew were here today. I know he'd sing the praises of this kind of concept, but I encourage you to do a little search on your own when it comes to those stand-up or telescoping desks. And I'm not going to put words in anybody's mouth. Just, you know, do a little search for yourself. Certainly, this actually started from our crafting world, and crafters already know the multitude of uses you're going to get out of this. I can't believe that price, especially if you're only getting it because of that telescoping or stand-up desk concept. Encore Look is coming up with final quantities in one of the colors already. And then also from our Store Smith family, this will not have a full presentation, but it's our over-the-door Wonder Hanger. And boy, oh boy, do I need this in my house, because we don't have closets everywhere that we would like. But if you don't have a mudroom, I don't have a mudroom, but I got coats. I've got, even when I'm getting ready, I like to be able to hang the clothes that I'm wearing that night in the bathroom so the steam kind of lets the wrinkles fall out.
Your nightgowns, your robes, your silks, your bras, all of those things you're grabbing very quickly and need a little place.
Right, because those materials get the wrinkles in them so quick. I want to,
I just want easy access to some of my robes. I just want to be able to see them, and so I grab them.
That, for sure. Well, we are at home with Alexandra, and I know a lot of you are still calling on the magnifiers. This is also the only airing of the day. FlexPay is good now for $14.99. So once more, we're talking about a great storage solution that does not become another problem for me.
It's not a problem. You know, we always need a little extra storage, but sometimes an inexpensive plastic shelf is not going to cut it.
True.
Or frankly, your coffee table is crowded. I was reading one of the reviews, and she said, oh, I was able to declutter my coffee table. So sometimes we want something that's a little more elegant, but super lightweight. This can roll for you in any direction. You can see it works well in the laundry room. Well, we'll get into that.
Absolutely.
The 2 colors, of course.
So we've got the gray with that kind of white frame and that beautiful blonde wood top. And then are we calling this?
We're calling this taupe.
Taupe.
And what's really unique about this fabrication is that this is actually canvas. But if you come in very close, Shannon, you will see that the canvas, it has like a faux wood grain finish. It looks like it's wood grain.
I did, because I'm like, wait a minute. I mean, it's honest to goodness, I did. To the naked eye, I first thought, oh, that's wood.
It looks like it's wood, but it's
but then
very
I saw
lightweight.
the texture. Yeah, I mean,
exactly.
Isn't that smart?
And so you'll see it's so easy to put together. You're just going to add the bases on. This completely folds flat, and then you'll just pop in the base to hold the shelving. And then on this, you're able to now just, you know, put in your drawers. The drawers work like this. You just open up you know, this part, it's completely flat. You open it, you pop in the drawer, you know, the base, and then you just slide that in. So you can see how this would be completely flat as you need it. Now, the top is very easy. And it's a nice wood top.
Yeah, that's a real wood top.
Look at the surface space that you are now able to have. 17 3/4 inches going all the way across, 12 inches back. This lovely little number stands 30 inches, actually 30 and a half inches tall. And then you just kind of, it just snaps right there into place. Nice
cool?
surface place. And let me just go ahead, and I'm going to have this replace, you know, having all these items. I have a nice little chest set here.
So and those drawers all collapse.
They all completely collapse. I'm learning how to play bridge. Do you know how to play bridge?
Oh, I don't know how to play bridge.
I'm teaching myself how to play bridge.
Wow,
so I've got a little card set there. I've got a couple more games that are inside, and I'm just going to slide that drawer in, and voila, I'm in business. And I think this is so nice.
Cute.
Right there in your den, next to your big lazy chair. Now you've got the items, you've got your gamings or game boards, you've got your cards, everything that you need. And I want to show you how deep this is.
You know, I have to say, my mom, be prepared. I'm going to deliver this to my parents because I stay in the base. Isn't it true? Because you've got maybe those guest rooms or the inflatable bed where you want it to feel like a bedroom when they're there, but you need the space when they're not there. So when I go see my parents, I don't have a little bed stand or a chest of drawers, and I got stuff, trust me. I do not travel light. The girls have seen the number of bags that I carry just to work. Mama, don't leave home without it, okay? So yes, this is for you, but you can also collapse it if you need it to, so you can really make your guests feel at home. And Alexandra, I have to say, it fooled me until I saw really more of that fabric texture. It looks so much like wood.
It does.
You're not afraid to leave this out.
It really does look like wood.
To think about
and if I need, like right now, it's rolling on me, right? So if I want to lock the casters, the rolling casters, I can lock.
Good point.
And also, it also has 4 little footed bottoms.
Oh, yeah.
So if I don't want the wheeled version at all, I can show just the little footed so that it will stay stationary.
Right.
This is wonderful in your guest room. You can put all of the items that you want for your guests into an outfit like this, into a unit like this. Look at the size. I have these large throws.
This is really
You can see how easy it is to set up. You simply open up the metal frame, you put in those metal bars. That'll take you 2 seconds. You open up the drawers. Very simple to put the insert in for the base of the drawer, and you slide them in and pop on the top.
Really handy.
You see how simple you can travel. You can put this in your RV. You can put this, maybe you need a little extra space in your closet to hold other, you know, handbags or shoes or whatever. Cosmetics, your craft room, of course, your art supplies, games, I just shared that with you. Sometimes in the laundry room or the bathroom, you need that extra storage. And those drawers, all 3 of them, are very deep. It stands 30.5 inches tall. It's 17 3/4 inches going across, and then the depth, the width going across, going back is 12 inches. So it's just the right size, but it's lightweight. You can wheel this around as you need, but look at how deep. I mean, did you see that drawer, how deep this is?
It's
These are large throws.
It's got a lot of capacity.
Ideal for your guests, and let me just, you know, slide that right in. So this is a wonderful way to use it. Now, in your family room, that's one thing, but in your laundry room, you have all of the items for your iron. I mean, we've got a full-size iron here, all of the extras that sometimes they just don't have a place. You can store paper towel or extra toilet paper. This is fantastic. Remember, you're choosing either the gray or the beautiful taupe. Now, we always need a place to work with our, you know, our laptops or our tablets.
It's true.
Look at this. All of those office supplies.
Nice and deep.
Things like batteries and matchbooks and your rubber bands now have a home. Nothing is idle any longer.
Nope.
So all of that, and then you can just wheel this and work with you.
You can, and I do have to point out that 4 Flex Pay is for today and today only. And listen, we can all use a little extra storage space. We can all use a nice little portable work area. If you're someone like myself, I don't really have a great designated area for guests. My mom doesn't either, but you want your house to feel like their home. But you may not need that chest of drawers 12 months out of the year. So think of it this way. You've got storage when you need it and when you want it, but it collapses easily. This is another one of those products that you don't have to use any special tool, no special requirement in terms of assembly. And yet, with that facade of the wood on the fabric, it does look like real furniture, but it's not heavy. It doesn't have the weight. It doesn't have the assembly. It doesn't have the stored space. It doesn't stay that way permanently. me, this is really a smart solution.
This is a smart solution because we all have those extra items that need a place. They need to have a home, so to speak. So if you're crafting and you're working on some projects, maybe you're working on the project of the month. So you've got the supplies, your crafting supplies. Maybe you've taken up knitting. Again, look at how deep these drawers are that can hold all of your needles, all of your embroidery items. If you're working on any of your needlepoint or cross stitching, everything works well. And then when you need to put this away, let's see, you just take this out. You can put your extra items, put that away. Go ahead and pull this out. And then if you need to even travel, this would be wonderful as you're traveling. And then I just remove the base.
You can take that top right off.
Take that top right off. It slides off. Of course, this one is not sliding.
But we do like the fact that it doesn't move if you don't want it to.
If you don't want it to.
If you don't want it to.
Right.
And so it snaps off.
It snaps off. Here's the top, just like that.
And Alexandra, do we have time to take the knitting skins out of this and just collapse one of the interiors?
I can show that I can completely collapse it. Now, this is very simple. You'll just take out your drawers.
Perfect. Great. Any one of those, because
look at this.
Remember, everything collapses in and of itself.
Watch this. So you can put this completely flat. So if I wanted to travel with this, if I was putting this in a dorm room, if I was putting this in the RV, within seconds, this is completely flat. Look at that. I can just put this underneath a bed. I can put this in a shelf if I need to.
Right, and the drawers all collapse on themselves as well. So you take the little insert out, folds up like a little piece of paper. Alexandra, I know you'll be back with other goodies, not this though, right?
Not this hour.
Not this
hour.
All right, thank you, Alexandra.
You're so welcome.
All right, don't hang up. Rick, is it the taupe or the gray? Well, they're both very limited. We've only got about 2,000. The gray is actually the one that's gonna sell out first.
How about that?
Thank you as always.
Thank you.
All right, don't hang up. Remember that FlexPay is for today and today only. We've got much more to come, including an encore look at our finest value of the day, electronics, Panasonic phones, and Rosetta Stone in sellout quantities next hour.
My singular goal is to improve the quality of people's lives. Everything we do is intended to be unlike any other company of our kind. We just make exceptional vitamins so you could have exceptional health. It's not important that